Hey, how's it going everyone? OutlawClient here, back again this week with another episode of Fisticuffs Friday. This week continuing on with Mortal Kombat 9 gameplay on the Xbox 360. Now, before I start, I just want to give a quick shout out to the channels known as MKNBB, Mortal Kombat Entertainment, which I'm sure you guys have already guessed by his name, but he does a lot of Mortal Kombat gameplay, mostly Mortal Kombat 9, and he also has some cool combo videos, alongside the channel Mike Video Games 100, who also does a bit of Injustice gameplay, mostly Mortal Kombat based because he's been using Scorpion quite a lot. So yeah, I'll just leave those two channels' details in the description below so you guys can go and check it out after. But anyway, getting on to the match. So as you guys can see, I've decided to pick up Noob Saibot. I mean, come on guys, look, I promised, just like I promised, no more Melina gameplay, just some Noob Saibot, pure Noob Saibot. But as you guys might have guessed by now, I'm a bit rusty with Noob Saibot, so just don't expect all the battles to go 100% perfect. But anyway, as you guys can see, I'm finally up against a Cyrex player. Again, finally not a Sub-Zero player. I just want to say I had loads of really good matches against Sub-Zero players, and I was just sick and tired of seeing Sub-Zero. So I know you guys love Sub-Zero so much, seeing him like what, twice last time. So yeah, I just completely left out Sub-Zero because again, I don't want Sub-Zero so many times. But anyway, for this episode I wanted to talk a bit about Mortal Kombat X again. And I really just wanted to talk a bit about, well, one of my friends actually asked me a particular question which I thought was really good, and he said to me, how about, well, in terms of the variations, he was asking me, is there going to be a fatality for each variation? Now, the thing is that this question was answered back in, I believe it was an interview with Ed Boon with, was it GameSpot or another company like that, but Ed Boon did confirm that there won't be like more than one fatality for each variation, which I can understand. I mean, I think it would get pretty crazy if there was a variation for every single, or a fatality for every single variation, you know, I just know how crazy that would get. But I don't really mind as long as they bring back the 2 fatalities and some other type of ality. I'll be fine, you know, like babality, that'll be perfect. But speaking of fatalities, I didn't quite pull mine off there with Noob Saibot. Yeah, on to the next match, please. Yeah, but quickly, I just want to say that I don't really think Noob Saibot has that much of, well, he doesn't really have that a greater range of combos to use. So most of the time, as you can see, I rely a lot on resets, and he's got quite a nice reset using his portal and throwing out one of his running clones. Are they running clones? Or I'm just going to call them shadows because I don't have a clue what they are. But yeah, he sends out one of the running shadows, and if you can use it right at the time when they're getting up, then they'll probably block it. Well, 9 out of 10 times the opponent will block it, and that will cause them to fall into the portal, which is an unblockable. So yeah, just a tip for Noob Saibot players. Although I only really pulled it off like once or twice, so yeah, like I said, quite rusty. But anyway, back to Mortal Kombat X. So like I was saying, no fatality for each variation. But again, like I said, I don't really mind too much as long as there are other fatalities, well, like 2 for each character and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, another big thing that I wanted to talk about are the guest characters. Now, the thing about the guest characters is that Ed Boon did announce on his Twitter feed, he actually posted something like a little poster teaser type thing, which stated, well, on there the quote is, "I stand watch for eternity," and he did say that he'll be revealing a character on July the 12th. So actually no, that's tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, the Evo Injustice Finals, he'll be revealing a new character. Now, a lot of people have been speculating about who this character could be, and it's commonly agreed that people think it's Raiden. I mean, I stand watch for an eternity. I mean, gods obviously are the only things. Well, I'm trying to think what other creatures in Mortal Kombat survives for that long. I mean, I know Shao Kahn survives for that long, but, or can survive for the whole of eternity, but I don't know, I think it sounds more fitting for Raiden, and a lot of people were saying Raiden, so I think it's alright. But then again, tomorrow I might be proved to be an absolute idiot. I might be proved completely wrong, but anyway, we have to wait and see. But luckily, there we go for fatality. Finally managed to pull off a stage fatality here. There we go, giving Scorpion a nice little bath. There you go, going for a little dip. That's it, clean your face off, Scorpion, that's right. But you know, it doesn't matter because Scorpion, he already has a skull face, so yeah, he's used to that already. But anyway, moving on to the final match against, oh, who's this? Sub-Zero. Guys, tell me, what's more annoying than Sub-Zero? That's right, a metal Sub-Zero. Cyber Sub-Zero, of course. But anyway, so another thing that I was wanting to talk about are the guest characters, or possible guest characters. I mean, Ed Boon, in, I believe it might have been the same interview, the same GameSpot interview, but Ed Boon did state that all of the other characters, well, all of the other guest DLC characters were by far the most successful out of all the other DLC characters, so he was saying that it would be very likely to see another guest character appear in the new Mortal Kombat. Now, of course we had, I believe it was, well, Kratos in the PS3 version, and Freddy Krueger for both versions. Now, who could be this next character? And I know a lot of people have been saying Predator. Well, of course, yeah, Predator, because Ed Boon did post, or he tweeted a picture of the Predator, a fan-made picture of the Predator on his Twitter feed, and which, you know, it got a lot of people excited. It looked really good, and it did look, you know, quite official, but obviously he did say that it wasn't an official piece of artwork. But a lot of people were saying that it doesn't look like it's quite possible, because of course 20th Century Fox currently owns the right to Predator, and of course there are another film studio which would of course rival Warner Brothers, who are affiliated with Mortal Kombat. And again, since they're coming out with a new Predator film, it would sort of act as advertisement for them, and it would sort of, I don't know, bring, or it would cause viewers to maybe consider watching 20th Century Fox, and that's the last thing that Warner Brothers want to do. So again, if Predator isn't in, it'll be a bit disappointing, of course. Well, no, not a bit of disappointing, very disappointing, but it'll be understandable, of course. Now, another character that a lot of people want is Jason, I believe. Jason from Friday the 13th, and of course it would be cool, you know, we had Freddy Krueger, why not have Jason, his longtime rival, or his unofficial rival. But again, Jason, Paramount Pictures, I believe, is owned by. I'm not really sure if there is going to be another Friday 13th film. I wouldn't be surprised, because they seem to rehash a lot of things. But if Jason isn't in as well because of the, you know, whole rival film studios thing, again, I wouldn't be too surprised. Maybe a video game character would be good in this. I mean, who else could be? Who else would have the whole blood and gore? Who would fit as well as Kratos did? I mean, how about Dante from Dante's Inferno? You know, he was pretty brutal with his attacks. You know, there was a lot of blood and guts there, but I don't know. A lot of people think he's too much of a rip-off of Kratos. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing him there. But tell me, guys, who do you think would be great additions to Mortal Kombat X as guest characters? I mean, again, like Ed Boon said, it would be highly likely. He'd be very, I think he stated that he said he would be very surprised if there wasn't a guest character in the game. But again, like I was saying, I'd love to hear you guys' opinions on this matter. And I always find guest characters to be like one of the most interesting things to see. But anyway, finishing off on this final match, and he disconnected. Wow, what a coincidence! The connection just seemed to go just as soon as I beat him. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys. This has been OutlawClient, and if you enjoyed watching this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until then, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.